Hello students. In last video we have discussed about essential elements of valid contract. Now from this video we will go with this element in detail, but very few elements we are going to discuss in detail, just those who are carrying little extra weightage than the others. Okay. Now the very first element we have studied at the time of elements of valid contract, at the time of discussion of elements of valid contract, that is offer and acceptance. No doubt you understand the concept very well at that time, but here we can go in detail. About the offer and acceptance. Okay, as we discussed earlier, offer is the particular person's willingness to enter into a contract with some other person. Fine. So here we can understand what exactly that means. At the inception of every agreement, there must be definite offer. Now, what do you mean by definite offer? That is, whatever the willingness the person has about entering into a contract, his willingness, his opinions, or his thought must be clearly communicated with the other person or with the other party. That will be the definite offer. Or else we can say that what the words the person is using to express his thoughts or express his opinion, the words should be the clear, doesn't have any vague meaning. Okay, so this will be considered as the definite offer. uh, so we can say definite offer by one person to another, and its unqualified acceptance by the offeree. Offeree means, of course, the person to whom the offer has been made by the offerer. Okay, so the acceptance must be the unqualified. Unqualified means there should not be any compulsion, there should not be any particular undue advantage has been taken by the offeree just to accept the offer by the offerer. Okay, so such kind of thing will be unqualified acceptance we can consider. An offer said to be made by a person, which means it signifies to another his willingness to do or abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence. So here we can clearly know about the offer is, offer means signifies to another his willingness. Like as I said earlier, the person who wants to enter into a contract has some subject or has some thoughts in his mind, and he is actually willing to communicate such kind of thoughts to another person to whom the person wants to enter into the contract. So such willingness, when communicated to the other person just to gain the assent for that willingness, this is what we can say the offer. Then offer may be to do. Okay, means to do the work or to enter into the contract, or the offer may be to abstain from doing anything. Like किसी को बताना, कुणाला तरी सांगायचं की तू हे करू नको, किंवा तू कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट मध्ये एंटर होऊ नको, किंवा तू दुसऱ्याला मदत नाही करायला पाहिजे, किंवा व्हॉट्स एव्हर. Okay, so many act are there from which the person wants to abstain from doing that act. It may be the willingness of one person. Okay, or we can say that with a view why the person is trying to do or abstain from doing anything, or communicate the willingness to do or abstain from doing anything, just because view to obtaining the assent of that other, other in the sense that other party, like to gain the assent of that person, to gain the assent from the other party to such act or abstinence will be considered as the offer. And the definition is given as per the under section 2A, the Indian Contract Act 1872. Now the offer may be made by express in words or written. ओके. कोणीतरी तोंडी एखाद्या व्यक्तीला सांगितलेलं आहे तर ती सुद्धा आपण ऑफर म्हणून कन्सिडर करू शकतो. किंवा तुम्ही अगदीच जर लीगल फॉर्मॅलिटीज कंप्लीट करत असाल तर त्यावेळेस जे काही रिटन डॉक्युमेंट्स तुमच्याकडे असतील ते सगळे तुम्ही ऑफर म्हणून कन्सिडर करू शकाल. I hope you understand. Okay, now we'll go for the next, that is types of offer. Students, here we can see there are two types of offer. One is specific offer and other one is the general offer. We can see in the left down corner of our slide, that is there is a general offer. We can see while offer made to public at large or to the whole world is a general offer which can be accepted by anyone. There is no any binding. The person who is willing to accept that offer, the person can accept that offer. Okay, now when we go for the specific offer, we can say that when it is made to a definite person, it should be accepted only by the person. Okay, that means if there are three persons at the time of making the offer, okay, A is the person who is making offer to B. Okay, in case of specific offer, when A is willing to get enter into the contract with B and offering his thoughts or communicating his thoughts just in terms of offer to B, then B is the only one person who can accept that offer. If the B is not going to accept that offer, definitely there will not be any kind of contract between A and B. Okay, so instead of B, if C is there who is willing to accept that offer, then definitely we can say it will be considered as the specific offer, and A is going to enter into a contract with C, then there is no any such kind of significant role has been played by the B to perform according to contract which has been made between A and C. I hope student you are really clear about this concept. Okay, now we'll go for the next, that is the cross offer. It may considered as the types of offer, but it is little different than the specific and the general offer. Cross offer says that the parties make identical offer to each other in ignorance of each other's offer. It will be considered as the cross offer. Okay, so let's take an example. The same example from the A, B, and C. Just for a case is there. A has made an offer to B, and B also made an offer to A. Okay, A has made an offer to B and B also made an offer to A. This will be considered as the cross offer. Okay, let's get clear with the same example. Suppose दोन friends आहेत आपले. Okay, just take an example. A आणि B हे दोन फ्रेंड्स आहेत. ओके, आणि एनी काय केलं की नाईट आउट साठीचा प्लॅन केला, विचार केला आणि बी ला त्याने ऑफर दिली की आज रात्री माझ्या घरी आपण नाईट आउट प्लॅन करूया. ओके, आणि ॲट द सेम टाइम बी नी पण ए ला ऑफर दिली की आज रात्री माझ्या घरी आपण नाईट आउट प्लॅन करूयात. ओके, याला काय म्हणणार? याला म्हणणार क्रॉस ऑफर. नाउ व्हॉट विल हॅपन ज्यावेळेस ऍक्सेप्टन्स येतो तेव्हा. ओके, आता या दोन्ही केसमध्ये सेम ऑफर आहे जी दोघांनी पण एकाच वेळी कम्युनिकेट केलेली आहे. नाउ अशा कंडिशन मध्ये होणार काय की दोघांपैकी कोणीतरी एक जण ऍक्सेप्ट करणार. मग ए नी जर ऍक्सेप्ट केली बी ची ऑफर, ए नी ऍक्सेप्ट केली तर डेफिनेटली ए ची ऑफर लॅप्स होणार, किंवा ए ची ऑफर बी नी जर ऍक्सेप्ट केली तर डेफिनेटली बी ची ऑफर लॅप्स होणार. तर त्याला म्हणायचं आपल्याला की इथे क्रॉस ऑफर कन्सिडर करता येते म्हणून. I hope student you understand the concept. Now we'll go for the legal rules regarding the offer. The very first rule for the offer is it must be capable of being accepted and giving rise to legal relationship. Student, this is really the very important rule for the offer, that is whenever you are offering something to other person, the person should be able to accept that. न आता याच्यामध्ये काय काय आपण एक्झाम्पल विचारात घेऊ शकतो. जस्ट फॉर एन एक्झाम्पल आपण सांगितलं की जाऊ रे बाबा, मी तुला ऑफर देतो की मी तुझ्याबरोबर कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट करायला तयार आहे, पण माझी ऑफर अशी आहे की तू जा आणि वाघिणीच्या बरोबर फोटो काढून आण. ओके. आता जर असं केलं तर तो समोरचा माणूस ही गोष्ट ऍक्सेप्ट करेल का नाही करणार याच्यावरती मात्र विचार करावा लागेल. हा, आता जर ते प्रकाश आमटेंसारखे कुणीतरी असतील तर डेफिनेटली त्यांच्या घरामध्ये वाघीण असणार आहे आणि तिथे जाऊन ते फोटो काढून येऊ शकते. पण आपण असंच जर मोकळ्या जंगलामध्ये जाऊन फोटो काढून आणायचा म्हटलं वाघिणी बरोबर तर तो पॉसिबल नाही होणार. सो such kind of offer may not be accepted by the person to whom the offer has been made. Okay. And the other thing for the rule is what it should give rise to the legal relationship. ओके. लीगल रिलेशनशिप दॅट इज की एक ऑफर जर तुम्ही सांगितलेली आहे तर ती ऑफर सांगताना त्या ऑफर मधून जर ऍक्सेप्टन्स आला किंवा त्या ऑफरसाठी जर ऍक्सेप्टन्स आला तर डेफिनेटली तिथून लीगल रिलेशनशिप मेंटेन व्हायला पाहिजे, ना की दुसरं कुठलं पण. म्हणजे the thing which has been discussed earlier about the agreement, that is there are two types of agreement, legal and domestic one. So if there is a legal agreement, then only we can make sure that there is a legal relationship between the two parties. Okay. But if there is a domestic agreement, so we may not consider it as the contract, because the legal relationship has not been maintained in case of domestic agreement. So whatever the offer has been made by the person to the other person, the offer should be capable to being accepted and give the rise to the legal relationship. Okay. Now the next rule is terms of offer must be definite. It should not be the vague. Okay. Terms of offer, that is the mode to accept that offer, the mode to perform that offer, the mode, um, uh, everything, that is the mode to express that offer, whatsoever the terms related to the offer, it must be the definite one. It should not be the vague, or whatever the words has been used to make the offer, the word should not carry the double meaning characteristic or double meaning nature. Fine. So it should be the definite one. And the third is what offer may be distinguished from a declaration of intention and an announcement. If suppose anybody is there to announce something, it may not considered as the offer, because he is just expressing his views, he is just expressing his thoughts to the mob. Okay. He is not actually there to make such kind of offers to the anyone. So here we can say that if there is a declaration of intention, जसं की माझी खूप इच्छा होती की मला बिझनेस चालू करायचा आहे, माझी खूप इच्छा आहे की मला ट्युशन्स चालू करायच्या आहेत. सो इट इज जस्ट an intention for my intention for my thoughts. Okay. So such kind of declaration of intention will not be considered as the offer, or else we can say, or else mm, uh, or else we can, it's okay, an invitation to make an offer to do business. Like if suppose I am thinking about my business and I am asking to someone to get to get the partnership, or to get a specific or significant contribution in my business. So just an invitation to enter with me in business, it will not be considered as the offer. Okay. I hope students you understand it. If you do not, please ping me on my personal window, or else you can call me between the office time. Now the next rule for the offer, it must be communicated. Definitely, if you thinking about like I want to make an offer to anyone else, to or to other person. So if you just thinking about your offer and if you are not communicated to the other one, it will not be considered as the offer. Offer must be made with a view to obtaining the assent. Like if you are just making the offer and you just run away from the specific place without taking the assent from the offeree, it will not be considered the offer. Offer should not contain a term the non-compliance of which may be assumed to amount to acceptance. Now, what does it mean? Offer should not contain a term. Like offer should not be made with such kind of contents, which such kind of contents that the non-compliance of which means the content should not be, means if the person or the offerer should not make sure about the offer means whatever the offer has been made by the offerer, the person should not be take into consideration that I'll make such kind of offer to the other person which will not be completed by the person. ओके. जसं की आपण म्हणूयात की आपण ऑफर दिली एखाद्या व्यक्तीला की समोर एक सी नावाची व्यक्ती आहे आणि सी नावाच्या व्यक्तीने सांगितलं की माझी एम नावाची एक सिस्टर आहे किंवा एम नावाचे एक रिलेटिव्ह आहे की जी एक्सपायर झालेली आहे, जिची डेथ झाली आहे आणि त्याने ऑफर दिली की हा हिच्या या डेथ बॉडीमध्ये तू जीव ओतून दे आणि पुन्हा त्या व्यक्तीला जिवंत कर. सो सच काइंड ऑफ ऑफर विल नॉट बी कन्सिडर्ड ॲज की ती ऑफर म्हणून म्हणजे सच काइंड ऑफ एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ थॉट किंवा इंटेन्शन असं नाही म्हणता येणार की ते ऑफर आहे. दॅट it should not be assumed to amount to acceptance. Okay. Then a statement of price is not an offer. Definitely आपण जर कुणाकडनं कोटेशन आणतोय किंवा कुणाकडनं एखादा इनवॉइस आणतोय तर ते काही आपल्याला ऑफर म्हणून कन्सिडर करता येत नाही. Okay. Now the next is what the acceptance. Acceptance is what, like giving the assent for that particular offer is what the acceptance. But here we just stop in this video. Now the next video will continue with the concept of acceptance and the details of it. Okay. Now wait for the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.